Hey, this is Saurabh and you're watching me on Cineblues.
Good afternoon, friends. This is a film critic Ahwan, and you are watching me today on the chat with one of the very acclaimed personalities of Hindi cinema and theatre. He is none other than Saurabh Sukla. He is an acting teacher as well as a filmmaker who has an accumulated experience in training and teaching alongside acting coach Barry John for over 15 years. And over the last 15 20 years he has taught many successful actors like Frida Pinto, Jacqueline Fernandez, Vani Kapoor, Varun Dhawan, and whatnot. Sora, first please tell us, how did you prep up for that role of a transgender in Haddi?
And, uh, quite quite difficult it was because first thing was to really respect the community, to really stand for them and understand who they are
Right.
without without making a mockery or without exaggerating or making a caricature. So that was a big responsibility. When the character came to me from Akshay, I was like blown, and I really wanted to do this because as an actor it was a big challenge for me. And
Yeah.
but then the second challenge was approaching the character, his body language, mannerism, his inner life, how does he think, and then also uh, why is he not standing for his own people or trying to manipulate was the big challenge for me.
Great, great, great.
So the work comes from my young age. When I was in 2004, I was doing a character, a short play where I played four women, which was inspired by my grandmother, my
Mhm.
mother, my sister, and my ex-girlfriend. So I played that, and it was well appreciated by my teacher Barry John and
Yeah.
also few actors around me.
Mhm.
So from there, I I always started loving my feminine side also. Like
Okay.
we all have a male and a female side, so I started loving my that side and
Uh-huh.
enjoyed working from that side. And when I got this character, I did watch a lot of documentaries on them.
Mhm.
Uh, Try to pick some mannerism from their behavior, from their understanding what goes in this community,
Mhm.
and also met few transgenders.
Okay.
So the work went on, and then because I got the script a month or 2 months back,
Mhm.
and so I started working on the body, started walking like him on the
Okay.
road and everywhere wherever I was. And from there, I settled into the character skin, and I
Mhm.
got into the character skin. Yeah, that's how it is.
So Saurabh, you are on a roll right now. As an role, when I say it, like we saw you in Haddi, and also yesterday, Meri Jaan has
Yeah,
already started
yeah,
streaming on Amazon 5. You are fabulous in that. I watched all the episodes,
yeah,
all the
yeah,
10 episodes. I'm sure it will be carrying forward, as in the season 2 will be definitely coming.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Since it is based on the Mumbai Mafia and its ever-changing landscape. And also you will be seen in the films in the next half of the year, as in going forward. I think we will see you in Animal also. Uh,
Yeah.
so does it like and of in the in Haddi, it really stood out in terms of the persona, right? It is very different from the other roles that you have been doing. So there must have been overlap, right, while working for these characters during the same point of time. So was it a challenge really? Because I think you would be doing these characters simultaneously, parallelly. Uh,
No, not parallelly. I was never doing any character parallelly. I did my first project like Bambai Meri Jaan got over long back, and they were
okay,
working on the post because post was a long process for this to create a
right,
period and color correction, and the editing was
yeah,
a big thing for that.
uh,
So they were taking a lot of time, and then I got I started doing Haddi,
Yeah.
which and then also then after Haddi, immediately I started working on the other one, Jaane
Right.
Jaan. So
Jaane Jaan
it
is also coming, right? Yes, yes.
yeah.
Huh.
So never had an overlap. I somehow don't like that, but if sometime it happens for a day or two because I change a lot of behavior of mine, and
Hmm.
my beard is some project I have a mustache, and I use my own mustache. I don't try to use a fake one, or uh,
Okay.
if I have to take off my beard, then I will take off for the real, or put a beard, then I will put a real beard, not I
Hmm.
grow my beard. So that's what I like to do, because this is when I'm doing this and this अगर मैं नकली लगाऊं तो वो भारी आ जाती है, and
Right, right.
so all that is important for me. So I try not to overlap any project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take, but these are the projects which were making from many, like Bambai Meri Jaan was, we were working before lockdown, so
Okay.
इतने काफी time से बन रहा था,
Acha.
and then Jaane Jaan was few days work, so it happened very quickly.
Hmm.
And Haddi was taking time, and it took its own time, and I was happy.
Right. Great.
Yeah.
Great. And if I analyze your filmography, when I started analyzing your filmography, I saw that there is a dark quality in all your films, starting from Sacred Games, which was a web series, one of the first premiere web series, then followed by Harun, and then Vad also you played, the key villain antagonist, uh, and now Good Luck Jerry, and also in Haddi you play a very negative or a dark shaded or gray shaded character. Even Haji Bhai, whom you played in Bombay Meri Jaan, that is also soaked in antagonism. He stands against the key protagonist. So, do you choose these gray characters or these dark films
No,
consciously?
I don't. I'm like Sacred Game was my first project. Before that, there was another project which came on Netflix, was Maroon, where I
Maroon, yeah,
played a detective.
with Manav Pal. I've seen that film. Yeah,
Yeah. So I played a detective, and then Sacred Game came, and then Manmarziyan was not a dark character. It was वो शादियां करवा रहा था. So Manmarziyan was different. So I don't choose them. They come to me, and then they want me to play because maybe the way I look and the way it is. But I definitely want to do characters which are different. But I have no problem doing these characters, because
hmm,
I believe that if I'm playing a villain, also villain has definitely many shades,
right.
and there is
Yeah,
no limit to that also.
yeah.
So I've never restricted myself. If you've seen all these projects, my all the villains are different, or the negative
Yeah,
characters
yeah,
are
they
different.
come across as very layered and complex, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Layered
So
characters.
yeah, sometimes the writer or director has not told me about. They've
Huh,
just given me, this is the
broad.
brief, but then I bring the
Okay.
air to it, or find my own way of uh, working, so that it become multi-dimension than only
Yeah.
one dimension of black character.
Yeah.
So that is what my intention is most of the time. So I
Okay.
definitely want characters which are also will challenge me into another world, where it's maybe romantic, or maybe
Yeah.
family drama, or maybe standing for parents or family, or having kids, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm open to that.
Hmm.
But these are the characters which have come
Hmm.
to me, and I read the
Hmm.
script. Some are too on the nose, so I refuse them.
Hmm.
Some I feel there is a story, great story, and I have the scope to get into the skin and find my own
Right.
style, or nuances, or new dimension to the character. Then I say yes, go ahead, let's do it.
Okay. Uh, uh, my next question is like it will apply to both Haddi and of course Bombay Meri Jaan, because why else? Why I will tell you. See, in Haddi, you acted with Anurag Kashyap, with Nawazuddin, whom you had already worked with, right? In Sacred Games, in Raat Akeli Hai, all these films. So there is a long-term association between these persons. So does it make your work as an actor or easier? Like when you,
Yes, it does, but it can make it difficult if the relationship is not good. But my relationship with Anurag sir and Nawaz bhai is very good. Matlab, in good in sense we don't meet every day, but it's cordial, it's
Hmm,
lovable. We meet, we have a warm feeling for each other.
right?
So,
Uh,
I like that, and it is always good because you understand the other person's mind and you understand how
hmm,
where his boundaries are, where you can go in and how much you can penetrate, how much you can go back. So yes, it is a
And
yeah.
in Bombay Meri Jaan, you act alongside Avinash Tiwary, who I think you taught him right in the acting school. So how is it working when you start working as a like you are teacher and disciple, right? And then you share the same space on the screen.
Yeah, that has happened to me quite a time nowadays. Uh,
Okay,
Dash was the first where Harshvardhan
Dash,
Rane
Vijay
working.
Nambia, yeah, that was also a dark film.
Yeah, yeah, and in that Harsh was my student working
Okay,
with me, and
right.
he still works with me. Uh, so an animal, Tripti Dimri is working with me. So the
Yeah, right.
Yes, he was my student. So Avinash, I when I met him on the set, I felt he was more in the character and he was very comfortable what he was
Hmm,
doing. He was very
hmm,
confident what he was doing. And we on set, prefer I want my actors not to come, my student not to come to me for any advice
okay.
because I don't want to get into that head of teacher.
Hmm, hmm,
I want to be an actor. If I'm your friend or if I'm your against your will, like in this Bambai Meri Jaan, मैं अविनाश के बिल्कुल against खड़ा हूँ शुरू में,
जी.
and then so 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 that's my point कि मेरे को उस जगह पे मैं ज्यादा ना they don't come to me also, and I think because these are mature actors and they find before they come on the set they
Hmm.
work well. But if they come to me and ask me some question, I'm ready. But majorly, I will say no. I don't want to get into my teacher mode.
Teacher mode.
And not and when we are doing the scene, मेरा वो दिमाग नहीं चलना चाहिए. Oh, अब ये गलत कर रहा है, अब ये सही कर रहा है, अब ये this. So that should not be there.
Right, right.
So yeah, I keep that. I make that balance somehow.
Okay. My last question to you, Saurabh, like as a teacher in the acting school, what is the first mantra that you impart your students? What is your mantra?
My major mantra is that you need to be in action.
Mhm,
And the action happens in space, time, and form. So be in the action and do not your mood, your emotion, your intention dominate your action because the people who
mhm,
take action achieve what they want to achieve. And we live in the world of performance every day. And in the world of performance, only one thing matters is action. So be in the action, whatever happens. You can't give any excuse, any reason. Be
mhm.
unreasonable
Yeah.
and work hard for your because from last 22 years I am working every day
Right.
and
Right.
teaching every day
Yeah.
of my life. If I'm shooting, then also a lot of time I'm on the Zoom call to teach my student.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so
Amazing.
don't stop,
Be in
keep.
action. Very profound, Saurabh. Well, personally, I am looking forward with a bated breath for Animal. It got postponed. I was very, kind of little bit upset. But yes, I'm looking forward to December, 1st December, where Animal
Yeah.
releasing. सबको पूछते रहता हूँ कि Animal क्या story है. That is very much under the wraps. So till now, as in पूरा ढक के रखा है. But I'm really looking forward to Animal, and we hope that film does well. And of course, Jaane Jaan will definitely do well. We hope. All your projects where we see you come up with flying colors. And here is wishing you all the very best from Team Cineblues. It was lovely talking to you, Saurabh.
Thank you, Aman. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling me and thank you for making me uh, and listening to me.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Thank you. Have a great weekend ahead.